Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. Van's aircraft celebrates RV-12 kit production. French investigators still waiting to confirm flaperon is part of MH370. Jet fuel price management just got easier. I'm Bree Cross. It is September 1st, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. The Van's RV series of kit-built airplanes are the hot rods of the sky, but they also produce one that may not be so fast, but is proving to be quite popular. Van's aircraft tells us that on August 27th, their shipping department had several orders to fill, and by the end of the day, they'd rolled the 937th RV-12 kit empennage package onto the shipping dock. While the number 937 seems like an odd number to celebrate, Van says that combined with the SLSA flyaway RV-12s the company has constructed, the total number of RV-12 empennage kits produced and sold now totals 1,000. This is the sixth RV design to exceed 1,000 sales. 4 designs have exceeded 1,000 completions. The number of flying RVs listed on the company's website now totals 9,178. 407 of those are RV-12s. The light sport-capable RV-12 may not be the typical RV high performer, but it performs the job it was designed for very well. It's also kind of cute. Despite the fact that Malaysian authorities have said with certainty that the airplane part found on Reunion Island is from the Malaysian Airlines Boeing 777, which went missing March 8, 2014, French authorities are not ready to say with certainty that they agree. The French are inspecting the debris because Reunion Island is a French territory. The part was discovered there on July 29th, and it has been confirmed that it is a flaperon from a Boeing 777. However, French authorities say, quote, "The flaperon isn't enough. We need more. We need to localize the wreckage. It is extremely crucial in order to determine what happened," end quote. Reports indicate that the French authorities have not found, as of yet, any markings or serial numbers or specific identification that proves this particular flaperon was attached to the specific missing aircraft. The French investigators said, quote, "There are strong indications that this flaperon is from MH370, but we are still unsure. We are still missing identification from the parts list in order to fully confirm it is from MH370, end quote. After the break, a fuel price finder is now available.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX-100 and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. JetFuelX has launched a new jet fuel price management tool for aircraft owners and corporate flight departments. Developed by pilots for operators, the program is free, fast, and can be used on any mobile device. Jason Talley, founder of the company, said, quote, "JetFuelX was built on a simple principle. I wanted to have all my fuel card prices update automatically, be able to search them for the best price, and have fuel ordered in under 15 seconds, end quote. To save usage time and hassles associated with fuel cards, JetFuelX operates with most of the major fuel vendors in the industry in order to provide a quickly searchable e-database of fuel prices. JetFuelX analyzes all the latest pricing data for all the operator's cards and lets the operator locate the cheapest vendor in seconds. JetFuelX intends to keep their new service available free of charge To date, JetFuelX has over 1,600 aircraft using the program. Every Tuesday, we're going to look ahead at some of the more interesting events in the aviation universe. Here is this week's Aero-Calendar. On September 5th through the 7th, you can join with an event called the Living History Flights in a DC-3. This event, being held in New Philadelphia, Ohio, gives you the opportunity to step back to the golden age of aviation and take flight in a 1940 DC-3 that has always been a passenger ship. The event is being put together by EAA Chapter 1077. One of the greatest air events on the East Coast is called the Great State of Maine Air Show, which is being held September 5th and 6th. It takes place at the Brunswick Executive Airport and is a major show, including the Navy Blue Angels and the F-22 Raptor demonstration team, as well as lots of other air show action. They've been holding air shows in the town of Cleveland, Ohio since the early days of aviation, and the Cleveland National Air Show continues the legacy. This event runs from September 5th through the 7th and is a combination of the air show and military performances, including the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. Now we cross our northern border for the Canadian International Air Show, also being held on the weekend of September 5th through the 7th. It's a whopping air show that includes the Canadian Forces Snowbirds and other military demonstrations and classic air show performers. It all takes place in Toronto, Ontario. After these messages, a corporate jet helps moms.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. American heroes who thwarted a terrorist attack on a French train were about to receive France's highest award, but their mothers had no way to join them. That changed when Columbia Sportswear CEO Tim Boyle flew them to Paris in the company Falcon 2000 jet. Cessna Aircraft Company has completed the first deliveries of its newest midsize jet, the Cessna Citation Latitude. Cessna also has plans to launch a national tour to demonstrate and promote the airplane across the country. The pilots of Trans-State Airlines, represented by ALPA, have reached a tentative agreement on a contract extension with TSA management. TSA's pilot leaders reviewed the specific terms and voted unanimously to submit the agreement to the pilot group for ratification. NHV Group has logged the first 1,000 flight hours with the Airbus H-175 helicopter. The 1,000 hours have been accumulated by NHV's initial 2 H-175s as the launch operator which introduced these helicopters in service last December. A colorful Beach King Air 350i has been delivered by Textron to Wheels Up. The airplane is adorned in shades of pink to help raise awareness for breast cancer. Wheels Up is also raising funds for the Dubin Breast Center in New York City. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. A Sling 2 airplane built by the Airplane Factory in South Africa has completed the California to Hawaii leg of its world circumnavigation attempt. The Sling 2 is a small two-place airplane powered by a Rotax 912 series engine. On the company's Facebook page, the company posted Sunday, "Success." After a 21-hour flight, they landed with more than 2 hours of fuel endurance remaining. Their original destination was Honolulu, but they extended further and landed on the island of Maui. The company has flown around the world twice before, once in 2009 and again in 2011. On this trip, they brought the airplane to AirVenture at Oshkosh before continuing on to California and now completing the hop to Hawaii. From Hawaii, pilots John Dasonville and Patrick Huang plan to fly to the Marshall Islands International and then on to Guam. From there, the planned route takes them to Taipei, China. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.